What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another Invincible Guardian Globe video, finally. Sorry, it has been a minute since my last upload, but we are back, and we have the classified recruitment event. So let's go over the event today. We actually had this same event and the prior, what do we just have, XP event, Hero Boot Camp, right before this. In this exact same order back in November, so very, very similar. But let's cover it today. It's a nice 4-day event. It is dossier-based, and if you guys grinded the beautiful... what was that, 5? Was it a 5 or 6 day? I think it was a 6-day event that we had with that little lottery kind of system, and you guys used your tokens on, for the anniversary event, you guys used your tokens on dossiers. You should be loaded up like me, as you can see there at the top. I have about 800 dossiers. I had a little bit more, but I burned some just to get the shop level boosted for this video for you guys to have some fun pulls. As always, seeming to be very common with these events, they have this trophy road system. It's changed ever slightly over time, but... they do have some gem deals. This is a little odd, I will admit, because you can pretty much buy the entire pass all the way to the max tier for this 3,000 gem bundle. So if you guys want a quick boost, I honestly would grab this one because it gives you 2,800 tokens for the trophy road, and then you can just get those last 200 just from the missions, and they're pretty generous. So inevitably, you'll just get a nice little boost of currency. Dossiers, which more or less works as currency. The only unfortunate thing about this event is that you have to use gems to refresh. Now, obviously, you got 4 days. It does refresh on the hour. It's not a half hour or shorter refresh, but they did that kind of, I assume, to make up for the insane value you theoretically can get out of this event. But I will say, up until shop level 5, I have had abysmal luck. Just kind of only getting rares. I think I maybe got 10 elites, but the rates are a little low. You will have to get your shop level up, and it does take a considerable amount of investment. I think it took me about 60 or 70 dossiers to get to shop level 5, and I believe it's about, from what I've heard, about 300 or 400 dossiers to get to level 10. And even at level 10, we're talking a 14% chance of getting elite, so you're going to see a lot of rares potentially. And keep in mind with this event, as it says there in bold red, refresh on purchase. So if you spend that one dossier... it's going to refresh, so you have a 25% chance, since we got 4 here in front of us, to get what you want, unless there are multiple things that you would like. And it goes from ×1, ×2, ×3, and all the way up to ×5, albeit very rare. All right, so with that in mind, let's go ahead and get rolling with some of these. I don't want to burn too many gems. This is definitely a very gem-heavy refresh event, and like I said, you're only getting 4 rolls, so be very cautious with your gems. I'm doing this, obviously, for you guys to enjoy, sit back and see the bad luck or good luck that I get, but we will see what we get, so let's go ahead and get started here. I'm probably going to roll, I will be honest, some single dossiers just to get the shop level up until I see, potentially, an elite. Like we are not seeing, but I would say if you guys are... So, also, we did not cover, I guess, the heroes. My bad. Let's cover the heroes that are in this event. These are the event heroes, okay? Not all of them, but most of them are in here. A good chunk of them. So we have Lucan, we have Thula, Darkwing 2, Agent Spider, Cecil, Anissa, Powerplex, Conquest, Shapesmith, Blue Suit, King Lizard, Iguana, Craig, Donald, Komodo, the Terrible Robot, Kate Vincible, Adam Eve, Nolan, and the very new Machine Head. I actually think that is that not all of the added DLC? I think that is all of them, but I will check after the video and editorially add it if I am incorrect. But I think that is all the event heroes, so it's a pretty good opportunity, although you can't really target the characters you want. At least you're getting characters that are hard to get. I will say I would not go too crazy for characters like Shapesmith, Cecil, and the ones that we can get in our multiverse recruitment. I'd probably try to go for those little bit rarer characters that we want to build. The new Nolan is very, very strong. I would recommend building him. I would probably skip Machine Head at the moment. Cape Vincible, oh, we are just holding out for hopefully a buff for him because he is just so weak. But I'm still collecting copies. I would probably not recommend that you guys do that, though. Adam Eve is very strong. Would recommend probably going for her if you can. Komodo Dragon, very good. Donald, very good. Very good damage numbers we're seeing now that people are getting him built up. Craig, obviously great. The Lizards, if you want to build the Lizards, that's fine. I would say they're not awful. Iguana, a little bit less. King Lizards, okay. Blue Suit, very much. If you guys get a ×5, spend those 6 dossiers for sure. Powerplex, Conquest, good. Conquest, a little bit more of the Powerplex, but definitely good options to roll for. Cecil, I will go for Anissa. The rest, like I said, you can kind of commonly get them, so I'm not going to go too crazy for that. The nice thing is, this is a kind of a clone event, so you always get a times something, right? Even if you're getting a bad roll, at least you're getting 3 of the rares, or not, of something. I'm actually trying to build multi-pol, ironically, for fun, to level 1000, so all of these multi-pols are going to be very welcome in the collection. We are doing really well. We just got him to Omni Plus. I think I have enough to get him to level 860-ish. So we're making our way. But I will probably hold off on upgrading him too heavily until I have my criminal teams built up a little bit more. I want to get my Komodo up there. I want to get Doc a little bit more stars, I think. So, oof, a times 5. We will take that. Okay. So, like, these are the tough calls, I will say, because on the one hand, 6 dossiers is probably a waste, but I have a tremendous amount of them, and I really do need Anissa, I need Craig, and I need Blue Suit desperately. They are on my team, and I'm trying to build them to 100 stars, which is probably an astronomical number to most people, but it takes a lot of copies to get there, and I actually have 2 of these built. So I'm going to purchase all, but I would hold off, if I were you guys, to purchasing all with the 6 dossiers unless you get a times 5. Unless it's a character you absolutely need, you probably can make an exception. Conquest, I have a ton of, so I am just going to RNG roll this. I probably am not going to get him. If we do, that's totally fine. Totally fine. Cecil, also great character, but I don't desperately need to build him, so if we get him, we get him. If we don't, that's okay. Rex Explodes. I'm actually still trying to get Rex to 50 stars. I think I'm going to leave him there. Just it aesthetically looks kind of nice. My plan for my roster is I would like to get everybody 50 stars. I think that just looks nice. I think the main team is going to 100 stars, and everybody else will probably just kind of be, wherever they're going to be at 18 stars or 30 or so. But I'll try to keep whole numbers as well. I just kind of would like an aesthetic hero page for how much time I have been putting in and effort and work into those. So everyone has different stopping points. I think, just as a general idea, most people kind of stop around 30 stars or 40 stars because you don't really need them more powerful than that for your GDA ops. With some exceptions, sure, but very minor ones. Ooh, 2 elites. We'll take that. Please give me the Lucan, though, from World Beyond. Okay, that's fine. Komodo's not bad. We'll take him. Just going through some singles here. We got shop level 6, so that's great. That's funny. A machine head. Hey, if you guys did want to crank out his nightmare, it is still running surprisingly long. My gosh, his nightmare has been out for seemingly like forever. Athula, we will try to grab her from World Beyond Food still. That's great. Those times 10 and times 20 rares are awesome, though, I will say. And regardless if you guys would want to invest in this, I think that, hey, there's some good amount of food in here. Very tempted to purchase all for this food, honestly. But we are just going to single dossier roll this. Ah, we got close. All right. It's all good. Look at all those duplicating heroes there. 2 duplicates and 2 multipoles. My goodness. Times 10 isotope. Ah, no luck. That's all good. I'm going to start being a little picky. Probably use some refreshes as we get closer to, I want to say shop level 8 or 9. Theoretically 10, but I don't think I can be that picky yet. So we'll go through these as quick as possible to try to boost the shop. Nope, no Cape Vincible. That's okay. I'm not going to cry over missing a Cape Vincible. I think he needs a desperate buff. Apparently, his life leech... How does it work? His true damage is a percentage of the life leech that he gets or something like that, or vice versa. And either way, whatever the case is, how the formula works out, his damage is abysmal. Oh my god, it's horrible. Even like the original Yellow Mark does more damage than him. So hopefully the developers don't mess with him too much. Just a couple of the skills. I do think like the skill that they have where when a human dies, he brings his attack up is pretty cool. I think they should keep that. But some of the life leech abilities they need to rework just to give him a little more juice. And the percentages are just so like reserved and held back. I feel like they definitely can give him some love. And he's a powerful character in the comics. So without, spoiling too much, we've seen him in the show. So, you guys would know. He is awfully powerful. I mean, all the marks are, but certainly they try to like highlight a few of those in the coolest episode 7, right, for season 3. So our Invincible War. I would take an Agent Spider. Let's go. I'm actually building him currently to 18 stars. I think I'm also trying to get him to 50 at some point, but he's on the back burner. I think I want to get Agent Spider to level 1000 and then my Armored Adam Eve because she is so good. And I do not have the food to build Alan in Well Done, which is like the staple OG team, and I have swapped out Armored Adam Eve for Alan there. And plus, you know, the Earth's Defenders against From World Beyond, you get a little bit of a buff. She doesn't do crazy damage, but she could do damage with her skill investment, and the team just kind of needs a tank, and she gives the shields, which is awesome. No ×2 on Agent Spider, that's okay. And we have a good amount of gems. I think that I would be comfortable spending up to maybe about 7,000 gems on this event if we need to. Realistically, though, we are probably going to use a lot more dossiers. Oh, I'm so tempted to do Purchase All just because it would like considerably boost our shop level, but I kind of want to hold those for ×5s. I don't want to blow through my dossiers too quickly. I just know if I was like to spend a bunch up front, I'm going to get to shop level 10 and get pulls like ×5 Nolans or something that's crazy. Please, From World Beyond Nolan. Viltrumite Nolan. It's okay. We got Shapesmith. Apparently, people are calling him Volan. What are you guys calling him? Viltrumite Nolan? From World Beyond Nolan? I'm going to say From World Beyond Nolan. I think the little like acronyms like Blark and Volan are just a little too much for me. Hey, we got a ×2. Let's go. Powerplex. Powerplex is always good to build. My Mauler team has been absolutely crushing it in training. Actually, we should be done with training game. Let's go see what we got. Sleeping on this. The absolute banger of a Mauler team is finally reaching 1,400. I got my 1 to 1,000, my Powerplex to 1,000. I'm slowly building my second to 1,000. And then apparently the strat is you get the mole to 1,000, then you just climb one Mauler really, really high. And I need the Powerplex to get a little bit more stars. And then I get, you know, maybe closer to the 1,500s. But still, this op is just, oh, it's so rough on the XP, man. It's so rough. And then, you know, turning up the heat kind of has bad RNG. Sometimes I get over 121 or 125, but usually around 120-ish, but no big deal. But really happy to get Powerplexes because we can build our Mauler team for tag, and that's how you get blue XP. So I'm not going to complain there. I mean, we are getting pretty unlucky here with elites, but that's to be expected at shop level 6. We are really close to shop level 7. Let's get it. I think it should be this roll. Let's go. And we are at 11%. Okay. Now we're getting into some of the spicier territory. Once you get past 10%, I think decent chances to get some of these elites. But, you know, the game will find a way to prove me wrong. Let's see. I'm ready to be pleasantly surprised, though, you know? Go ahead and drop those ×5s whenever you feel like game, you know? Craig, blue suit. I have not seen a blue suit in forever. Oh, please, that 10 multi-pulse would be awesome. It's okay. ×3 Sinister Marks. I know in the script he was called Cape Vincible, and they have it in parentheses for Sinister, but part of me just really wishes his official name was Sinister Mark. It's just kind of funny. I am glad, though, that the devs in the Q&A a while back, if you guys did not see, I did not cover it, but I know some other content creators did, that the developers were at least kind of aware, hey, you know, we're going to space out the duplicate characters if we do add up more duplicate characters. Oof. And I do apologize. This video is probably going to be a little long. I may skip this section. I may speed this section up. I don't know yet. If not, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Appreciate it. Hope you guys have fun watching these polls. Whoa. Now, that's not great. I don't like this character at all, but the food value is good, and we need to boost our shop level. So we're hitting the 6 dossiers on that one. 5 elites is 5 elites. Okay, Craig, please. If you were ×3, I'd purchase all, but come on. Yes! Yes. All right. We got the Craigs. Huge. I would rather spend my dossiers than gems on refreshes, but let's do some gems. Why not? Ooh, Viltrumite Nolan, let's go. I know we're not getting him, but he looks good there. You could just get a sense, you know, you just kind of feel like, you know, this isn't my role, you know. Ooh, ×5 Lucans, we are going to have to purchase all because that is amazing food. What a roll. There we go. 2 back-to-back purchase alls. We need blue suit. I wish the blue suit was a ×2, but that's okay. Some gems? Sure. All right, Machine Head. We'll try to go for you. I feel better at least spending with the chance of elites because it takes a lot of rares to build a, you know, elite plus for food. But these add up over time. Like I said, it's, you know, it could be a lot worse. And at the end of the day, you're still getting better value for your dossiers than you would with the recruitment shop. So don't feel too bad about spending your dossiers. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be absolutely drained after this event, and rightfully so, because the payout is pretty good. This is one of those events, if you can get the elites that you're looking for, you notice, a bump to those characters. So I think this is very worth it. But, some people have been back and forth. I know Lexon was saying he was he was just okay with his results for how many dossiers he spent. So I would say, who cares about dossiers? They are renewable to an extent, but yeah, I'd care more about the gems. Be careful with your gem spending and your refresh spamming, y'all. I may go a little crazy in here, but we absolutely whale out. Unless you guys are spending, 100 plus a month on the game or something wild, then, do whatever you want, of course, at that point. But if you guys are low spenders or you guys are free-to-play players, just try to cycle with dossiers if you guys can up until, one of the higher shop levels, and then, go crazy from there. Blue suit, please. I need copies, please. Fish. We don't want the fish. Shop level 8 and 9 are going to take forever to get through, so we are going to try to spam a little bit. There we go. That's some good food. We'll take that. Agent Spider and a ×10 Tether Tyrant. And we get we get the worst roll of all time. We're actually going to go for the Anissas because I really need them. Let's skip on this. Ooh, that's pretty tempting. I think we purchase all there. That is not bad at all for value. Filter my Nolan, please. Let's see if we get them. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Wish, those were more of a ×5 or ×3 roll, but that's okay. We will take those and cash them in the bank. Also, developers, my side note that I'm going to probably give this feedback to the CMs as well, but every time I'm spending gems on the refresh, I do not like that the piggy bank pops up. I'm fine that if it has progress once in a while, but every single time, a little aesthetically annoying. It's already kind of taking up, this eyesore on the home screen, and it's annoying enough. Do we really need it to pop up every single time we spend gems? I understand that they want to show you your progress, but there's limits to sanity, right? Hopefully. ×3 Shapesmiths. Let's see if we get them. And we're going for any ×3 blue suits, Craigs, and Anissas. I'm just immediately going to purchase all on. I think there is no shame in that. ×2, I'll roll for. Why not? Not going to feel too bad about that. King Lizard for food. Sweet. We'll take it. Duela. Okay. I have really gone back and forth on just toughing it out and building my Thula to level 1000 because she's like 10 stars. She's really not that far off. But I don't know what I would use her in because at this point, my ops teams are pretty set. I wouldn't say set in stone, but I really like them. My gear op team is pretty fun. It's more like the fun characters I want to build. I have Paul in there. I have Cape Vincible. And some of my other ones are more meta, I would say. So I just kind of have to build them. But I'm getting to the point where it's kind of weird where I have several characters that are built and just not in ops. And it's kind of a weird feeling. But I do have a few duplicate characters, so I guess that's contributing to that oddity. But Thula, I think, is going to fade away as we get some stronger heroes this year because, man, with Season 4 coming out, we have some banger characters that I know inevitably will be strong and probably will replace some characters in the GDA ops. But we will see. 2 Conquests, I would not mind picking up. Conquest, do you want to come home? Nope. Black Samson. All right. Multi-Pauls. I'm going to have a lot of multi-Pauls. I'm going to be pretty happy. I think that I will be able to probably get him to level 1000, or at least have the copy saved for level 1000. Man, we missed the ×10s. That's tragic. I don't want to spend too many gems, but I also don't want to spend too much on rares. There we go. Keep Vincible. At least get a chance to get an elite, Multi-Pauls, that's okay. A ×10. If I see a ×10, I don't feel as bad. And we get the ×3. Come on. 3s. Come on now. There we go. That's a little bit better. Ooh, 3 Keep Vincibles. I will take it. This is tempting. I think we're going to purchase all just because boost the shop level, right? Spend a little gems for the boys. Ooh, 3 Anissas. We'll take those. I have a feeling we're going to get a lot because the pool, it is kind of big, but I feel like I'm getting the same characters sometimes. All right, we're going to roll. I don't want to spend too many gems here. Move the shop level along. We are halfway to 9. Let's go. This is turning out pretty good so far. Honestly, can't complain. I think we have, maybe 6 blue marks we've gotten. Ooh, blue suit. There we go. Come on. a lot of Anissas, which I'm pretty happy with, but I would like to get Blue Suit first to 100 stars. It's kind of meta to have him a little bit above your team anyways. Blue Suit, come on, please. Every single one we just can't get, apparently. Yep. Hey, I don't mind. I'd rather get the times 2, 3s, and 5s all day long over the single copies. That's totally fine with me. Ugh, my gosh, the rares. Just nothing but rares. How did you guys do in this event? Let me know down below. Did you guys get a ton of rares? Did you guys get a bunch of elites that you wanted? I would say I feel okay. I mean, I've spent about 200 dossiers, and I've gotten maybe 30 or 40 elites. It's not the best value like a clone event, but it's certainly not bad. I guess this is a clone event, technically. It's just classified recruitment being a limited roster of them. Don't know if you would count that as a clone event or not, but it pretty much is at this point. Maybe they're moving towards just relabeling them. Who knows? Because they did one where it was event heroes, and they did one where it was like the commonly released ones in recruitment. So maybe they're just trying to kind of dilute it a little bit. Oh, all times 3s. But once again, I'd rather spend dossiers than gems to get a refresh. No Viltrumite Nolan. That's okay. Powerplex and a times 10 Kursk. And we get the Damians. Sorry, I do not mind getting From World Beyond Food. That is what I need the most. 2 times 10s. Nice. And we get the times 5. Maybe don't call it out like I do. I think that jinxes it every time. Just about. I'm just going to spam the 1. Certainly an event, though, like this plus the anniversary event was just an absolute blast. I will say the Valentine's event was fun. It paid out really good for like minor investment. And it was kind of fun to do the swiping and stuff. So I hope we get more events like that with kind of the fresh ideas that, you know, a lot of the events are just so similar that it's fun if they can mix it up a little bit. These are fine. Keep these events. I mean, I'm sure people absolutely love these. The gem bundles are okay. I have not seen a happy hour either. I feel like we're almost like all the way through the first day and no happy hour gem bundle for dossiers. I don't know that I'll buy them just because I have a ton of dossiers, but if you guys are low, you might camp out for one of those dossier bundles. The ones in the shop aren't awful, and at least, I will say, at least they give you those tokens for, goodness, I keep forgetting the name, Trophy Road. I want to say Hero Pass, but Trophy Road. Every time I think of like Clash Royale or something else, some other game. Ooh, we got the Donald. All right, shop level 9. This is where we get a little bit picky now. 13%. And what is our absolute max percentage? 14. Oh, man, I wish this was closer to like 17 or 20. That is probably why we are all feeling it be a little bit rough on RNG. Goodness gracious. Ooh, the times 10, we will take it. Times 10 Flax and Leaders, back-to-back times 10 rares? Nah, we couldn't pull it off. That's okay. We're going to purchase all because 4 elites is 4 elites. And we want to boost our shop level. Also, it notably boosted a little bit more when you guys do the purchase all items, so keep that in mind. Ooh, we sniped the Anissa. Let's go. We're just going to be spamming our purchase 1. Times 10 Flaxen Leader and an Anissa. It's pretty good. Let's go. I'm happy with that. That's fine. Damian's coming home. Times 2 Robot and a Cape Invincible. We'll take it for food. Ooh, a Craig. Let's go. I have not seen a lot of Craig this event. Where are the Craigs? They are hiding away, man. We honestly are having pretty good luck now, I will say. Good amount of elites. I was a little worried. Sub shop level 5. I had, oh my god, abysmal luck. Ooh, a times 5 Powerplex. Our first times 5 elite. And it's with a Viltrumite Nolan. We will take it all day. Nice little boost to the shop level. Sure, we'll spend for that times 10. First Defender's food. Why not? There we go. Those times 5s adds up. They're kind of sleepers. As long as we don't get a full page of times 3s, you know. Oh, as I say that, I get a full page, but one dossier is a little bit less of a value, in my opinion, than 20 gems. Inevitably, we're going to have events that are coming up that are going to have really good gem bundles, and I try to avoid those paid bundles as much as possible, and the gem bundles usually take you really far in those events. So 65, 70k gems, I think that's a pretty good sweet spot to be able to, hold on to gems for, at least a month or two of events and hit them pretty good. Get your full value out of the event. Ooh. Oh, I thought we had 3 elites for a second. Sorry, we have 3 elites. I thought we had 3 pages of elites. You know what I meant. 3 columns of elites. But nonetheless, it's an isotope. And Nissa, you know what? We're going to purchase all anyways. Why not? Probably not the best value with the ×3s, but I really want to get to shop level 10, and we are getting close. Agent Spider and Cape Vincible, and we get the rares. That's fine. Approaching halfway on shop level 9 here, and 5 Lucans. Let's go. We're purchasing all. That is some solid food. ×2 Craigs. Definitely spit on this one with the ×3s. We are not purchasing all. 20 isotopes. That's pretty sick too. All right, that's a good odds to get something good there between the Nissa, the Machine Head, and the isotopes. Oof. Cannot complain. We have had some good luck so far. Did not get those Powerplexes. That's fine. And, originally when I saw this event, I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot. Because it had been the original event, the first time this came out. But it was like, only 4 instead of the 5 recruitment. I'm like, did they do that intentionally? Like, lessen the value or something? But it's actually better because that way you have a 25% chance instead of a 20% chance of getting what you want. We're going to purchase all on that as well. Really good from World Beyond Food. So, actually, I'm pretty happy with this, I will say. I think, if anything, I would maybe change the refresh to a fixed 10 gems. Just because it already refreshes if you guys do the 1 dossier, so you might as well, if you're going to encourage people to spam the refresh, make it reasonably affordable. I don't feel like it really makes a huge difference, but hey, at least it's a fixed 20 and not a climbing, because some events that we've had in the past, it would just be infinite up or like hard capped at 50 or 40, but that just sucks. You're just spending so many gems at that point. It adds up. So I won't complain too much about a fixed 20. It could be a lot worse. It could be a lot worse. Oh my gosh, tons of ×3s. Hopefully it's purging its system of those. Saving all of its luck for that shop level 10, I hope. 2 ×5s Flaxen Leaders. Hopefully we get one of those. Let's go. Cecil. Cecil, I slept on a lot. I mean, everybody slept on him, right? And they finally have fixed his 3rd skill, where we can build it now. So I think it's a good time, if you guys have not built Cecil, to start building him, start giving his 4th some love. Start giving him some stars. And if you guys don't already have him in Downtown Destruction, he does really well in there instead of Russ. He also does well in Anyone Who's Everyone, pretty much any op, food ops. He's pretty great. He may still have some bugs and quirks going on. Just report those. Hopefully they iron him out. Woo! 2 ×3s, 6 elites for 6 dossiers. That's what we like to see, and it's 3 Viltrumite Nolans. That is awesome. I cannot complain. I was a little disappointed with my luck getting Viltrumite Nolan up until this event, so I was really looking forward to getting some copies, and it's looking like we're getting some copies. Some nice food there. I'm getting tons of multi-pulls. I'm pretty stoked about that. Obviously, he's not a, cracked character by any means, but he's fun to build. He's somebody I want to build. He also has the Order tag, and like Machine Head just came out, I imagine we're going to get some more of the Order characters, and I would just like to have him built for that synergy. I also kind of always did want to build Duplicate, but she's just so bad, and he kind of does what she does, but better. So, of the rares, I think he's certainly one of the better ones. Not as useful in ops as other characters, and he's a human, so when he does the death save and one of his clones die, it boosts up Cape Vincible, and that was kind of my idea with my gear op team. What is it? Guardians Around the Globe? Yeah, Guardians Around the Globe. Almost a ×5. I swore I saw a ×5 Powerplex for 1 second. Powerplex, definitely decent. I probably won't overbuild him too crazy. He's going to stay at 50 stars, no doubt. Nothing beyond that on my team. But we'll see if Training Gain requires more. I really hope the meta kind of changes for Training Gain. I do not like infinitely building Maulers. I'm sure Swanky, the Maul father out there may disagree, but I find it particularly annoying to have to pour resources into 4 duplicate characters. So developers, this year we have a lot of heroes. Give us one that slaps in Training Gain, please. I mean, I guess inevitably that would be like a similar to Universa character, but I don't know. I'm torn. I think it's still a waste to spend gems. I'm going to be honest. I would just do the ×1 to refresh. I mean, this is just downright. I'm going to spend hundreds of gems if not. Ooh, ×5 on Donald? Heck yeah. We are grabbing the Donalds. I'll roll for this. If I see a ×5 of a character I want, I mean, I don't see why not. And you might as well just roll to refresh on these and save your gems. That's what I'm thinking here, because at this point, to do the amount of refreshes, I would have probably already spent 2,000 gems or so. So it just does not seem worth it to me. And although Machine Head is bad, I don't know that I'm going to burn him for food quite yet, just to see if the devs want to, bring him up to par a little bit. He's just a little weak, in my opinion. Ooh, that is some good value. 6 elites, once again, from World Beyond for 6 dossiers. I can't complain. Ooh, ×20 Kursks. Let's go. And we landed it. Sick. All right. I will say this event's paying out pretty good for me now. I'd had a ton of dossiers, but, even, I think I've spent, 350? Even if I only had 350, I would be super happy with the results I've gotten so far. Honestly, that's not bad. I think we'll purchase all in that as well. Getting down in the 400s. I don't know that I'm going to spend all my dossiers. I think I still will save about 200. And just for the sake of time for this video, keeping it short. Komodo Dragon, we will go for him, sure. Don't really have a choice. Either way, we're refreshing. So that's the strat. 20 Tether Tyrants, can we get them? Almost on the snipe. Bunch of ×3s, that's okay. We will hustle through. And big hype for the Invincible show coming out very, very shortly here. We have less than 30 days, guys, so I will put the episode release order on screen here for you guys to take a look at as I am going through some of these polls. But it looks like the first 3 episodes are launching on the same day, and then we're getting one every week following. So that is going to be exciting. I'm so stoked to have the in-game events kind of coincide with the show, because when I joined about a year ago, and it was right around the end of season 3, I think, is when I started playing the game. So I never got to enjoy the show and play the game. And I know they had some tie-in events with the show. So I'm really stoked. I hope that the events are going to be fun, and it just make it a little more interactive when you're anticipating some content coming out for the show. Because it has felt like forever since season 3, but we don't have too much of a wait, so I cannot complain at this point. Oof, we missed the Craig. No. And the Thula. That's tragic. All right. Actually, for the sake of time, I think I'm going to cut it at 350 dossiers and just kind of ride the refreshes for the rest of the 3 days. But inevitably, I probably will get some ×5s, so I apologize in advance. But we got a few on stream. We got a few on stream on YouTube. I wouldn't mind Twitch streaming as well, although live streams do take up a tremendous amount of time, and I can make these videos in a little bit quicker of a time. My work schedule has been crazy lately, so I will try to pump out some more videos, but let me know what you guys would like down below, and I have some ideas I need to get around to. I actually filmed 2, not 1, but 2 GTA Ops guides, and both times that I had the video done and was about to edit, something broke in the game, or they updated something, or a major update came out, and I'll do one soon enough. I also am having a hard time, because I have pretty wailed out teams, finding advice/teams for you guys to build really early on. Although, it's not like it really matters that much to focus. I mean, really, the early game is just get the 5 to 10 meta characters as high of a level as possible, as quickly as possible, so that you get your income of XP quickly, and have a good character that's leveled up in the food ops constantly, so you're just getting free characters. Because that's really that. The faster you get passive income coming in, the quicker your account, will kind of skyrocket and be able to pour into these events. These events also, a lot about saving dossiers and preparing for them. Make sure to save your equipment tickets, save your dossiers, save your gems. And having a little bit of discipline in this game goes a long way. If you're not disciplined like me, hey, you can spend money. It goes just as far. Obviously, a little bit further even. But whatever your goals are, try to keep it appropriate for that. I am very, very close to top 100. I think I'm number 150 or so. So I'm really excited. I'm going to do a video when it finally drops on kind of my account journey and the pacing and timing of all that. If you guys are curious, I'll show you how much I spent. Why not? But I will tell you for sure, I'm probably one of the lowest spenders that have ever made top 100 potentially. I don't think there are any free-to-play players on top 100 anymore. There probably was for a considerable amount of time during the game. But I have done it pretty efficiently, so I would like to think I have some good advice, but I've had some great coaches, some great advisors, people that have spent more than me, and people that have whaled a lot more than me, give me advice on, hey, I probably shouldn't have spent a bunch here, it wasn't great value, or hey, this was like busted, I would go all in on this event. And I will say those jackpot events like we had for Easter, we had for Christmas, we had for the anniversary event, those are the ones you want to go crazy for. I was a little bummed and actually scared because I went pretty hard on the event and we did not get a shop refresh. And then the developers announced, hey, that was actually a mistake that we didn't get a refresh, and they added it the next day. So I'm kind of glad I had some extra leftover cakes. That was what the currency was this last time around. Almost said pumpkins from the Halloween event. That was a long time ago. All right. I think what we'll do is we will look for the next ×3 or ×5 elite, and we will call it there. I don't want to just... we've had some mid rolls, I will be honest, the last few rolls here. Ooh, a ×2. Come on. Give us a ×3 game. You know what we want. You know what the people want. You know what? We'll gem refresh. I will save you guys some pain. I will save you the pain. ×2 conquest. Nope. ×3 Cecil. Come on, Cecil. Come home, Cecil. Oh, come on. All right, there we go. Donald. We got some Donalds this event. I will say we got some Donalds. My goodness gracious. Let's go take a look. So, how do we do on the blue suits? Oh, you know what? It's just going to pop up with tons of rares. What am I doing? Let's go take a glance. Not too great. Okay, so we got maybe 1 star in our blue suit. I hope I will get some more of him from World Beyond. Oh my god, I have so many copies of stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4 stars for Nolan. That's great. A lot of Anissas. I'm pretty happy. We did not get a ton of Craigs. That's okay. But honestly, we have a lot of copies saved up, and the food is great. Donalds, we did really well on. We did well on Donalds, and I already have a lot of Donalds saved up. So this is going to be absolutely awesome. Just to give you guys an overview if you're curious. I'm pouring a lot of stars into Rex at the moment. I'm honestly just, I want to get him to 50 stars, so I'm done. And then I'm just going to build Donald and Cecil to the moon. I think I'm out of Cecil copies. So, yeah, maybe 1 or 2 more stars of Cecil possibly. And then Donald is going crazy, and he does a lot of damage. For my Earth's Defenders, I am building, obviously, Blue Suit Mark, Omni-Man to 50 stars as quick as possible. I think I'm going to pause on everything until Agent Spider's got 18 stars, though. And then I will move on. And then maybe add 2 more to Eve. I kind of have my team, my roster set up to be 719, so it'd be nice to get them just 719 everything. I don't know why, but level 660 just kind of bothers me. From World Beyond, I am working on, obviously, pretty much everything, but except Thula and Alan. But I'm on the fence about building a second Universa. I may reset her. For sure, Craig's getting built. For sure, Anissa, Universa, the new From World Beyond Nolan. And for my criminals, I'm going to wait on Sinister Mark until he gets a buff. I'm going to wait on Multi-Paul as well because he's just not a priority. I'm going to work on my Maulers first and my Doc. I'm going to give Doc all of his stars. And I have a ton of Docs, so that's going to suck. I have a lot of Docs, but you know what? He's going to be a very strong Doc. Or maybe I'll pause him at 50 stars, but I think he's one of the ones that would be worth giving 100 stars to. And leveling up because he is so strong in that Viltrumite debuff is certainly cool. So I hope that was a fun event for you guys. I hope you guys also did pretty well on your luck. Well, let's claim all this. Why not? On our trophy road. I'm sure we maxed this out. This is pretty easy to max out. Maybe not, actually. My goodness. Recruit heroes. Well, I think we recruited a lot of heroes, to be honest. So we will see. I am curious if we got a lot. Oh, goodness. Are we going to be here? We might be here all day. But I hope you guys had as good a luck as I did. I honestly cannot complain. I think I did a smart choice on holding my dossiers here and not blowing the last 300. If I see a good roll, I'll roll for them. But I would probably, if I were you guys and you had about 300 dossiers, go ahead and spend them. If you guys have a little bit more, get to shop level 10 and kind of camp out. Yeah, the trophy road does not really give you a tremendous amount as expected. They give you a ×5 at the end, but that's about it. I guess I could, splurge and buy this, but we may get a good gem bundle happy hour coming out soon, so I'm going to kind of hang out for that. So I hope you guys had fun watching this video. I'm sorry that it's been so long since I've done a video, but hopefully this filled in for it. Had some good pulls, some good luck. Good luck to you guys doing it, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your event, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.